Do you have the energy to do what you want to do when you want to do it? Do you look at others that have tons of energy and just like turn green with envy? What is energy? Is it that rush you get from, like the Java first thing in the morning loaded with caffeine? Or for you, is it like when you wake up from a really good night's rest? I'm going to tell you what energy is. Energy is the capacity to engage in vigorous behavior. And we all want more vigorous behavior. Endogenous cellular energy is produced within the mitochondria of cells as part of the Krebs cycle. The mitochondria are the little power plants inside the cells capable of making or breaking you when it comes to energy. Adipose tissue is the body's storage site for future energy production. And what is adipose tissue? It's fat. So if you're overweight, you have a lot of energy waiting to be released. That's one of the reasons when you begin losing weight, you immediately have more energy. Now, if you're saying, I'm not overweight and I need more energy, fret not. Adipose tissue is the second most abundant substance after water in the human body, varying between 5% and 60%. The average male body should contain 15 to 20% adipose tissue. The average 18-year-old male contains 18% adipose tissue. The average 65-year-old male contains 38% adipose tissue. Ideally, healthy, lean men contain around 9% adipose tissue. Adipose tissue content of 7% is regarded as a very lean and adipose, like lean buff machine, yeah. Adipose tissue content below 5% is regarded as unhealthy. So yes, some fat is good and you need that good fat. The average healthy female body contains 20% to 27% adipose tissue. Ideally, the healthy lean women contain 12% to 15% adipose tissue. Adipose tissue content in a woman below 12% is regarded as unhealthy. And I have to add that even if someone looks thin, they could be a fat, skinny person. I counseled a woman quite a while back that weighed only 120 pounds, but she had 30% body fat. That's not good. She was like a fat, skinny person, you know what I'm saying? So where am I going with this? I'm going to show you how to produce energy right in your own body. Now come on, we got a long way to go to the top of this mountain. Let's go.
Magnesium improves energy production within the heart. Chromium enhances the body's production of energy by improving the uptake of glucose into the body's cells, where it can be metabolized to produce energy.
What are we talking about today? Energy. So how do we get more of it? How do we make our fat work for us instead of against us? People tell me all the time that I have a lot of energy, and yet I only have 12% body fat. If adipose tissue is the storage unit for future energy production, how do we tap into it? How do we unlock the door to energy production, creating the energy to do what we want to do when we want to do it, and become a lean, buff mama or papa or whatever you are, and most importantly, be the best that you can be? I remember a doctor friend of mine, Dr. Katsanis, said many, many moons ago, he said, if you have the right amount of energy, you can overcome anything. You know what? I think he's right. So, saying all that to say, where do we start? Well, where we always start. Start by getting rid of the toxic waste dump that you may have growing right in your gut. Studies show the average person is carrying around 7 to 10 pounds of toxic waste. If that's a healthy, average weight person, what is someone overweight carrying around? You know, lay aside every weight that so easily besets you. Start with a good fast and the good old Stanley Burroughs cleanse. Now, what is a Stanley Burroughs cleanse? Stanley Burroughs came up with this cleanse buku moons ago, and here's what you do. Simple, no-brainer. Get gallon steam distilled water, 4 fresh lemons. Lemon juice out of a bottle does not count. Get maple syrup, grade B maple syrup is best, and also cayenne pepper. So you put the juice of 4 lemons, you put as much cayenne pepper as you can take, and then you put maple syrup just to sweeten it up. So it's kind of like a hot and sour kind of thing, and Stanley Burroughs wasn't even Chinese. Yeah, anyway, you can see why I so fondly refer to the Stanley Burroughs cleanse as my fire water. Studies show that by fasting just 3 days a month, you can extend your life by 5 to 7 years. The Bible says in Isaiah 56 that by fasting, your health will spring forth speedily. Sounds like energy to me. And I know personally, it works. Quit spending your energy breaking down that big meal or those bad foods and burn what you took in last week or last month, or for some of you, even worse, last year. You know, what's next? Oxygen. Oxygen is integral to the process of oxidation that is involved in the production of energy. And as I said, you can't live without it. And when oxygen levels are depleted, you're tired, sluggish, immune compromised, and a whole lot more. And you would not be at the top of this mountain, or like almost to the top, without enough oxygen. So how do you raise your oxygen levels? Breathe. Number 1, breathe. Let's do it. Okay, come on. Work with me, people. Come on, come on. In through the nose, deep, hold it in the lungs, and out. Okay, it's easy. Do it again. In through the nose, out through the mouth. I mean, how simple is that? You increase your oxygen, you feel better. You know, it's like throwing fuel on a fire. It's good for everything. You know what? So many people these days are a bunch of shallow breathers. Get over it and get some O2, get some oxygen, and more energy will come. Okay, next, start moving your body. Determine to exercise and breathe while doing it. You know, many years ago, and a lot of children ago, I used to manage health clubs, and I would see people doing these things and working out, and they wouldn't breathe. They'd like be holding their breath, trying to push things. I mean, holding their breath. No, breathe while you're doing it. Take that oxygen in. In fact, the burn you get when you're trying to exercise, whether it's walking, you know, or pumping iron, is because you've depleted oxygen from that muscle tissue. You know what? Breathing, exercise goes hand in hand. Walk, run, walk in place, stretch, dance, do Pilates, Tai Bo. Do whatever floats your boat with physical activity that's going to get you moving. And oh yeah, you gotta drink water. Remember, water is the only substance greater than adipose tissue in your body. Drink half your body weight in ounces of water. Good water, not tap water. Preferably distilled water at home because it comes in like the big jug, and bottled water on the road. And like, it's real hard to fit those like gallon jugs like in your purse. Yeah, it's kind of hard. Anyway, only 2% dehydration at the cellular level results in 20% loss of energy. Did you hear what I said? Are you listening? 2% dehydration, you will not even know. I mean, it's not like you were out running a marathon or something. Just 2% dehydration results in 20% loss of energy. And it can be one of the #1 reasons for lack of energy. You know, I tell you what, soda with ice doesn't count. You know, just because it's liquid doesn't matter. Coffee, tea, fizzy waters, they don't count. It has to be straight up, and the colder the water, the better. Why? The colder the water, the more oxygen the water can actually contain. One of the waters that I personally like best, that gives me the biggest boost, is for my friend Dr. Lee Lorenzen's water. It actually is a clustered water that fits perfectly into the cellular structure, and for me, it's like rocket fuel. I mean, it actually will make you crave more water. Dr. Carl Baugh, who's an archaeologist, believes that this structured water is actually the same water before the Great Flood, and he can prove it through his studies and what he's done with fossils and so forth. Take off those goofy sunglasses. The use of sunglasses can cause depleted energy levels due to sunglasses blocking out certain beneficial wavelengths of electromagnetic radiation. Yeah, I know it sounds wild. You know what? It's good for you. Produces more energy in you and burns fat, adipose tissue. So it's like cool, you know, like get a tan, get in the sun, get a tan, take off the shades. You know, what are we thinking sometimes? Come on, work with me. More energy, we're gonna make it easy, fun, and, you know, look good, feel good. You know, here I am, sitting on a rock on the side of a mountain. Been like weaving in around all about this mountain, looking at plants, cactus, you know, kind of sliding on the rock, enjoying it, enjoying the beauty, enjoying the air, enjoying the sun. And I stand in awe of our God. I stand in awe at the creation. And, you know, what this just really has come up in my spirit today is that so many times we lose hope and we think, God doesn't know our name. But you know what? He does know your name. He knows who you are. He knows where you are. He knows what you need. God knows what you need more than you do. And look around. Look at this beauty. Look at God's creation. He cares so much for us. He cares so much for you and me. If he sees a little bird in the midst of all of this fall to the ground, if he sees a bird needs to be fed, he sees that a worm is there. Now, don't be eating any worms yourself, but he knows what we need more than we do. And if that's the case, and it is, then how much more is he going to take care of you? So many times we got to do what Jesus said. Cast your cares. I encourage you today, cast your cares. Look around where you are and see the beauty, see creation, and know God cares. Energy. I want more, you want more, we all want more energy. Now, if you're following my energy, guidelines, suggestions, you and Stanley, Stanley Burroughs, you're doing regular cleanses, you're real good buddies, you're doing them 3 days for, every month, you're doing 3 days at a time, consecutive days. Of course, you're drinking half your body weight in good water every single day, and you're breathing. Oxygen is one of your body's best friends. You're actually moving your body, moving your body, and your body is loving you for it. And the more you do the things I've already talked about, the more energy is being produced by you and for you. So, where do you go from here? You go eat lamb. Why? Because lamb contains carnitine, so you can eat it and take it as a supplement. I personally like to do both, little lamb chops, I can make a really great lamb roast. Really good stuff. Yeah, carnitine is a dipeptide composed of lysine and methionine. Carnitine facilitates the production of energy within the body by carrying fatty acids into the mitochondria, those little power plants in the cells, and stimulating their oxidation into energy. So carnitine is literal fuel to those little power plants. Acetyl L-carnitine, ALC, a component of carnitine, improves the energy metabolism of neurons and other cells by enhancing the transport of medium-chain saturated fatty acids and short-chain saturated fatty acids, hey, that's a mouthful, across the cell membranes of neurons into the mitochondria again. So even if your head is spinning and you're saying, what did she just say? I can't understand it. Just think energy, and more energy. But that's not all. Carnitine does a whole lot more than produce energy. Studies show carnitine supplementation may facilitate life extension. Yeah, you know, like I'm really 83 and I've been taking carnitine for a long time. No, not really. I don't want to go hell for lion. Carnitine levels in the brain, blood, heart, and muscles decrease in tandem with the progression of the aging process. So they're declining naturally, while carnitine levels in the liver increase in tandem with the aging process, indicating that the transportation of carnitine from the liver to the blood declines in tandem. You know, all this working together, you're not getting it from your liver to the rest of your body. So supplementation is actually retarded, like it doesn't get where it needs to go. So, you know what? We age. Yeah, like who wants to go there? So by preventing the death of the cells via the maintenance of energy supplied to individual cells, we need to get more energy there. So carnitine does that. Yeah, carnitine does everything from alleviate some cases of anemia to prevent and aid heart disease. Carnitine lowers bad and raises good cholesterol, boosts your immune system, and increases your stamina. So like, okay, so I may have huffed and puffed a little bit coming up the mountain, but you know what? I'm here. I made it. Carnitine, energy, good, yeah, good stuff. And what else is really good stuff? I'm gonna tell you what. On this one I've told you before, it's magnesium. It's one of my favorite minerals, and one that's good for energy, and just like carnitine is good for a whole lot more than just energy. First, let's talk about you. Let's talk about you, magnesium, and how you can get more energy with it. Magnesium is a cofactor for the many of the enzymatic processes that are involved in the endogenous production of energy, and the use of magnesium, supplemental magnesium, can improve and will bring feelings of energy and vitality. I take it too, by the way, yeah. Magnesium also facilitates the production of energy in the body by enhancing the conversion of serum glucose to ATP, or should I say energy. Remember, you want to burn that fat. You want to get what's in those cells out. Make them work for you. You know, make them have a run for their money. Turn it into energy. Determine you're going to turn your fat into energy. Be a buff mama, buff daddy, buff aunt, you know, just be the best you can be. Magnesium will help you improve your energy production in the heart. However, people who use magnesium supplements to restore their energy levels do not normally notice any improvement in energy levels until 4 to 10 days after commencing, you know, the use of the magnesium supplements. Now, I hope you understood what I just said. So it's not like, okay, I'm gonna go drink a cup of coffee and you get this instantaneous little, oh yeah, I feel good. Or you go eat a candy bar and it's, you know, that instant. No. This is different. This actually starts working inside, and it takes a few days for it to build up. It's an awesome, awesome mineral God gave us, but you got to give it a few days to start working. And it's not a rush. It's not like a pick you up and then drop you like a lead balloon. What it's going to do is you're going to just start feeling good. Yeah, okay. Now, after using magnesium for 6 weeks, typically significant energy increase is noticed. So after a few days, you go, yeah, feeling good. But then after 6 weeks, you're going, you know what? She's right. This stuff works. You know what? This is God's way of doing things, not the fake way that we want to do, the fast food way, the silver bullet way. Yeah, give me a quick fix. You know what? No, the real stuff, God's stuff, that's where the rubber meets the road.
Citric acid, 3,000 to 6,000 milligrams per day, facilitates the production of energy. Oxygen is essential in the body's process of oxidation that is then involved and responsible for the production of energy.
Here I am, Camelback Mountain, Phoenix, Arizona. And you know what? You don't make it up the mountain without energy. You know, as I said earlier, whatever your mountain is, you need energy. So you're gonna drink some more water, you're gonna take some good supplements, you're gonna do a Stanley Burroughs cleanse 3 days a month, every month. You're gonna extend your life so you have more energy to do what you wanna do when you wanna do it. You know what, when you have energy, you feel better, you do the things, you look better, you burn fat, turn it into energy, it's all good. Now, let's talk about a couple more things They're gonna just aid you in the process of creating more energy in your body. Here's one, chromium. Chromium, ooh, my sweet, sweet chromium. Something I've literally taken, let's see, since, a couple of kids ago. I started taking it in the mid-90s when studies showed that by 200 micrograms, you take 200 micrograms in the morning, 200 afternoon, that you could decrease your waistline by 2 inches in 6 weeks. Oh wait, okay, yeah, stampede, everybody's going, 2 inches in 6 weeks by taking a supplement. Yeah, chromium, stock rising, everybody wants it, it's all good, and well, it should be. Chromium enhances the body's production of energy by improving the uptake of glucose into the body's cells. Once again, it's going to be metabolized there and produce, you got it, more energy. The first person, I'll never forget this guy, came into my health food store many, many moons ago. This guy was just like always, just raring to go. I mean, he just always had so much energy. But I gotta say, not the kind of energy, like not nervous energy, not because he just, drank 3 pots of coffee. No, he had this natural energy all the time. Good attitude, go, 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 go. He was a FedEx driver, worked overtime for FedEx, and he was looking for work. So, guess what? Came to work for me part-time. And he always said, chromium, gotta take chromium. He was a buff guy, full of energy. Now, not only does chromium convert glucose to energy, it stabilizes blood sugar levels. And it's been proven excellent for type 2 diabetes. Now, think about this just for half a sec. If your blood sugar level is stabilized, you know what? So many times, that's just gonna stop you from craving and getting the bad things and eating them that you shouldn't have. Because what happens, our blood sugar levels drop, especially around like 3 o'clock in the afternoon a lot of times. What do? You wanna go grab a snack and get a quick sugar boost. Well, you get that sugar boost and then you drop like a lead balloon. You know what? When that happens, it's not good, not good. Chromium will stabilize that out. It's good for diabetes, good for all kinds of things, and no side effects. That's what I said, no side effects. It's a God thing. It is God. And tying up today's energy boosters is good old Coenzyme Q10. 150 milligrams per day increases energy in both sedentary people and in athletes by facilitating the conversion of carbohydrates into energy. I hope you understood what I just said. Whether you're couch potato, you're sitting around, or maybe even bedridden, or you're a buff athlete and you're out there climbing mountains, you know what? It's going to convert carbs into energy, and who doesn't want that? People using supplemental CoQ10 generally report, an increase of, I just feel good, feelings of energy, as well as helping their heart, lowering bad cholesterol, blood pressure, and of course, a whole lot more. You know what? You need more energy. I do, and you know what? I want more. I have a lot of energy, but you know what? Energy is something we can all use more of. And don't be selfish. Get more energy so you can help somebody else along the road of life. You know what? I'm here because I want to pump you up, make you feel good, have more energy so you can do what you want to do, what you need to do, when you want to, and when you need to do it. It's all good. More energy. Climb a mountain, do jumping jacks while you're watching me, Valerie Saxon. Yeah, it's all good. Get more energy.
Carnitine facilitates the production of energy within the body by carrying fatty acids into the mitochondria and stimulating their oxidation into energy.
Energy. Who doesn't want more of it? Yeah, you do, I do, is all good. We need more energy, and we need to do the things that are going to help our bodies facilitate more energy that are going to, you know what, make us feel better, look better, burn that fat.
I think Valerie Saxon is very, very personable about wanting you to feel good and have a really great life, and that's exactly what her products have done for me.
And I really believe in her products. I'm going to definitely apply almost everything she says. I believe in everything she says.
She's just committed to what she believes in, and I think proof's in the pudding.
Well, it was a simple presentation. I mean, just hitting all the basics, but a refresh of it.
Starting tonight, I'm gonna drink 100 ounces of water a day.
I'm gonna drink more water. Drink some more water, so I have to double up on my water.
I try to cut back on the Cokes and drink a lot of water.
I'm going to drink more water, definitely.
I'm gonna go drink some water. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna H2O.
Hey, here I am in Phoenix, Arizona, on top of Camelback Mountain. You know what? This is great. This is me. I love this kind of thing. You know why? It's adventure, getting out of the house, getting out of the laundry room with 8 kids, and you know what? Out there, serving God, doing what I've been called to do. You know what? When you put your energy towards serving God and doing what He's called you to do, all of a sudden, the desires of your heart come to pass. The desires of your heart are met because you're doing what God wants you to do, what He called you to do. And you know, this show, this information ties into that, because you need to have that kind of energy to do what you're supposed to be doing, to do what God's called you to do. And it just works together. Synergy starts happening because you're doing what He's called you to do, and all of a sudden He says, hey, here's the desires of your heart. It's all good. Take a shot at it. Just determine today, I'm a doer. I'm here because you're there. Where am I? I'm in Phoenix, Arizona on Camelback Mountain. You need to be here with me. And you know what? If you're going to be, you need to have energy. It's all good. More energy. You need it for whatever your mountain is today. Get more energy. Get the supplements. Eat right. Breathe. Cleanse. Get energy. It's all good. We can do it.
Thanks for watching Alternative Health with Valerie Saxon. The information in this program is designed to bring you the latest in alternative health. Valerie's mission is to educate and encourage you to strive for and obtain a healthy body, soul, and spirit. From there, your purpose and calling can be achieved as God intended it to be. If the information in this program was helpful to you, start today and begin making those necessary life changes. And remember, we're here because you're there.
Hey, I'm here because you're there. You need this information. I need this information. Who doesn't want more energy? You know what? Thanks for watching TBN and Alternative Health, so we can bring you cutting-edge information that's going to change your life, that's going to change your health. You know what? You want more on energy? Go to our website, valeriesaxon.com, or call 1-800-493-1146 and increase your energy today.